Welcome back to the new edition of this particular YouTube channel. Alright, so in today's particular video, we are going to look into some top games that are expected to end up as over 1.5 goals. So we've been applying the same process for the past few weeks now, using this particular strategy of mining out over 1.5 goals from a particular betting app called BetMine. And after mining, we always process it before concluding on predicting these particular games as over 1.5 goals. Alright, so the first game that I have on my list happens to be under the Finland League. So I'll be selecting each of these particular games manually, and if you guys are not using this particular bet platform, you guys can select the predictions from your bookies manually. Alright, so the first game that I have on the list is under the Finland League, which happens to be the Group B. So we have this particular game, TPV. So if you guys are not using this particular bet platform, kindly select the games manually. So this particular game is expected to end up as over 1.5 goals at odd of 1.10 odd. Most of this particular odd for over 1.5 goals may not be enticing, but this particular game is perfect for over 1.5 goals. Alright, so the second game that we are going to look into is also under this particular Finland League, and that is the match that you guys are seeing next to this particular predictions, which happens to be Tampere Ilves 2 against HPS. So this particular game is also expected to end up as over 1.5 goals at odd of 1.07 odd. So this happens to be the first two games that we have on the list, and if you're interested in watching the full tutorial video on how to make use of that particular betting app, I'm going to drop it in the video description and also in the comment section. Alright, so the next game that we are going to look into is under the Finland Group C, and this happens to be the match between GBK against SJK Academia. So the game is also expected to end up as over 1.5 goals at odd of 1.06 odd, and that is the third game on the list. So now proceeding, we have another game under the Hungary MB1 League. So let's check. Alright, so this particular game is also expected to end up as over 1.5 goals. Now, as I'm seeing it, it seems like the bookies are not providing the odd for the over 1.5 goals, probably only for over 2.5 goals at odd of 1.40 odd, and Asian over 2.5 over 2 goals at odd of 1.15. So this is where I'm going to apply the goal bound option. So we are going to set the goal bound option from 2 to 5 plus. This is very equivalent to predicting over 1.5 goals, and we have it at odd of 1.11 odd for this particular game under the Hungary League. So let us proceed and see what we have next on the list. Alright, so the next game is under the Netherlands League. So we are predicting just one game under that particular league. So I think that is their Division 2 league. So we have it here, and we have our game here, ADO Den Haag against Helmond Sport. So this particular game is also expected to end up as over 1.5 goals. So let's check the odd for that. Alright, so we have the odd for the over 1.5 goals at 1.18 odd. 1.18 odd. So if you want to watch the full tutorial video on how you can also make use of this particular betting app, generate your over 1.5 goals, and do your own personal analysis, the manual analysis on those games, you can watch the full video in the video description. I'm going to paste the link there. All right, so the next game that we are going to look into is under the Poland League, and we are going for this particular game, Legnica against Whistler. So this particular game is also expected to end up as over 1.5 goals. So we have it at odd of 1.17 odd. Okay, all right, now so moving forward, we have another game under the Qatar Star League. So let's check it out. Alright, so we are predicting Al Arabi against Salal. So this particular game is also expected to end up as over 1.5 goals. So if you want to select the game manually on your bookies, kindly follow this particular video from the beginning to the end. So what I'm saying now is that the bookies are not providing the market for over 1.5 goal for this particular game. What you guys just need to do is just to look into the goal bound option. And what we have here is that we have the over 2.5 at third of 1.43 odd, and the Asia over 2 at third of 1.17 odd. So going for the goal bound option, we are setting it up to 2 to 5 plus at odd of 1.12 odd. Alright, so that is the odd for the over 1.5 goals of this particular game. Alright, so proceeding, I'll be checking Saudi Arabia League, and I think we have 3 fixtures under this particular league. All these 3 fixtures are meant to be predicted as over 1.5 goals, but this Al Hilal, this particular game happens to be the best game to end up as over 1.5 goals, Al Hilal. But based on the analysis and how I generated those the over 1.5 goals, I will be avoiding that particular game and focus on just 2 games. So the first game that we have on the list, which happens to be the match between Al Shabab and Kali. So this particular game we are going for over 1.5 goals at odd of 1.13 odd. And the next game that we have, which happens to be Al Tawan against Al Nasser, where this particular game is also expected to end up as over 1.5 goals at third of 1.13 odd. So we have our 9 games to total over 1.5 goals to be 9 games at odd of 2.73 odd. So the booking code of this particular game is already available on our Telegram platform. I already pasted it on the Telegram platform, so you guys can join our Telegram platform. There's nothing like membership requirements in that particular group. Just join, check our previous posts, and you are going to see the booking code of this particular game. So don't forget to like our video, subscribe if you are just joining for the first time, and drop a comment in case if you have any question regarding to this particular video or strategy used for this particular video. Like our video, join our Telegram platform, and don't forget to bet responsibly. See you guys in the next video. Bye bye.